Well, when people are saying that you are worse than Meghan Markle, you have a real problem in your hands. Turns out that some emails that Sarah Ferguson sent to Jeffrey Epstein a long time ago have resurfaced, and at this point, at the making of this video, she has been dropped by 7 charities that she was a patron. It's yeah, quite a scandal for the palace, and people are. I think that we are just getting started. We are like 48 hours into this, and the reaction has been way worse than you can imagine. As Larissa Bona says, I'm sorry, but people seem not to grasp what's happening with Fergie. She sent an email to Epstein after his conviction as a PDF file, apologizing for dissing him publicly. There's evidence of it. This is far more serious than Meghan Markle hanging out with her crowd of losers. This is the levels of magnitude, because whatever you want to say about Meghan, she's not saint, of course, but why would you email Epstein? It is like Bill Gates hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein so many times at his island after he was convicted for being a PDF file. According to TASS, you really got to question the moral fiber and actions of Fergie and Andrew, both choosing to remain friends with a man that was convicted of sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl and was sent to prison when they had 2 daughters a similar age. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Whether they're expecting? And again, before I read this one, I want to comment on some important points in this article. 7 charities, including Teenage Cancer Trust, cut ties with Sarah Ferguson after leaked emails showed her apologizing to, quote, supreme friend, end of quote, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, supreme friend is like you would call, I don't know, the leader of North Korea or something like that. Supreme friend. Supreme friend. The expose uncovered how Fergie wrote to Epstein to apologize for disavowing him in a public statement following his conviction for CP abuse offenses. Not CP, child abuse offenses. The Children's Literary Charity has also asked her to step down as patron, calling any continued role inappropriate after what it described as the recent information which came to light about the Duchess of York and Epstein. I think both Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew should be sent on a permanent vacation. Maybe there are these cruise. There's huge cruises that go for 1 year, and maybe they can just renew. I think that for the monarchy, that would be way cheaper than dealing with the fallout of all the stupid things that they have done and all the wicked things that they have done. And you cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell me that these people have, it's so embarrassing. Not only the people who they have been involved with, but how they have reacted to it. Sarah issued a groveling apology to Epstein for publicly disassociating herself from her supreme friend. Then, when it emerged, he had bailed her out financially, and she insisted she had only done so to save her career as a children's author. So it was all about money in the end. Follow the money. Epstein gave her money to bail her out financially for some debt or something. And, well, that's how you... it's like the Don Corleone way. You do a favor somebody, and you expect a favor in return. And she, was apologizing privately. Oh, sorry for not supporting you, abusing young girls. That is, what a shame. The bombshell leaked emails show Sarah wrote to the convicted sex offenders to humbly apologize in 2011, just weeks after telling the press she had cut all ties with him. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, this is very simple. You can be a friend. You might have helped me, financially at some point. But if I find out that you did what you did and you were convicted because of that, you shouldn't care. Anybody would care. I wouldn't care about that. You're out. I have nothing, no way to defend these actions, no matter how much money you gave me. It's that simple. Unless, I don't know, there's something besides the money. I have no way to elaborate on that. I have no proof of anything, but I don't know what to tell you. In an earlier interview that year, she described her involvement with Epstein, who had served time for soliciting, oh my God, sexual services from a minor, as a gigantic error of judgment. A spokesperson for Sarah has now said the email was sent to counter an aggressive threat Epstein had made to sue her for defamation. Oh, yeah. All right. How could... Wait a second. That doesn't pass the smell test. He was convicted. All right? He was already convicted as a sex offender of minors. And she was saying that she did not approve or she was distancing herself. How could he threaten her for defamation if he was already convicted for the thing that she was saying? No, I'm distancing myself from that. It's like it was public that he had done it. So he cannot sue anybody for defamation because it's like you have to prove that, oh, what you're saying has hurt you hurt your own reputation, Jeffrey, by doing that, and you were convicted and everybody knows it. It's public. So that is a complete lie. That is a fabrication. The spokesperson for Sarah, or Sarah herself, are lying or were lying at that time. The Duke of York has already been forced to relinquish all his public duties and offices as a result of his association with Epstein and is barred from attending official royal events. My God, I hope that King Charles just lock them up. Just lock them up. This is so bad. I think that is the last thing that I wanted to say about this. This is insights by Catherine Ish. Remember, Prince William did not invite Fergie to his wedding primarily because of her recent scandal at the time. She was caught offering a journalist access to members of the royal family, including her ex-husband Andrew, in exchange for £500,000. Later, in a 2021 interview, she played the victim, saying, "I didn't think it was probably worthy to go to her wedding, and I took myself to Thailand, actually, to be far away from it so that I could try and heal." You know, a kind of healing that this kind of women talk about. All right. So, yeah, she's absolutely that biatch. She's not just a toe-sucked idiot. Oh, my God. Oh my God. She was also the driving force behind her ex-husband's catastrophic interview that ended his royal career. Well, I'm not going to say that she was the only to blame. He is ultimately the only to blame because his public relations advisor, his communications advisor, told him 10 times, don't do that interview. And he said 11 times, I'm going to do it. And so his communications advisors resign, and he did that interview, and we know what happened. At least I really, that was the body language guy's career. It just took off thanks to that analysis. She has a history of selling access to the royals for money and even went on Oprah to complain about her hard life as a royal. In recent years, he has played her cards very well, leaning on the Diana card, the Elizabeth II card, and even the Corgis card to stay relevant. But William and Catherine have consistently kept their distance from her, which says everything. William isn't easily fooled, and Prince Philip saw right through her from the start. Charles, on the other hand, remains bafflingly and, according to Carnage, stupid. I don't know. I think that Charles has been trying to do very, very slowly, putting them away. Although, yeah, they should be absolutely barred from everything. I mean, you remember that I made a video in which I was analyzing the body language of Prince Andrew next to Prince William. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. And somewhere talking about how Catherine was greeting the king and curtsy and everything. And was Sarah Ferguson in the background, looking at them in a strange way. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. You know what? You are banned for life. That's what should be done. I mean, there are enough scandals already around the royal family, around the UK. You know, it would be far easier to deal with all this fallout, all this bad press, if you keep Andrew and Sarah out of everything. You literally exile them. Do you make sure of the king, the queen, William, Catherine, Princess Royal, anyone, nobody has to deal with any chance of both the Duke and Duchess of York to be, well, next to them in any way, shape, or form. In name, written, reference, it's great that these charities are just dropping her. This is just unacceptable. I am really sorry for their daughters, but people should not be blamed for what their parents do, but, well, it is what it is. Again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.